Hello, Simps and Simpets.
Konnichiwa, minasan.
Annyeonghaseyo, 여러분.
And welcome to the Casual Simps podcast. I'm Sweetpotato.
And I'm Star.
And you can call me Akame.
And we are
a mess.
A mess.
Honestly, essentially a mess.
Chaotic mess.
You know, we're just three friends that enjoy talking about things that make us happy. And the majority of the time, those things that make us happy include anime, K-pop stuff, and K-drama stuff, and just, world events that interest us.
And 2D men.
And 2D men, yes. In this house, we believe in 2D men supremacy. Always.
Yes.
Always. So, this is officially our first episode of the Casual Simps podcast. And like I previously stated, we're just going to speak about, this is an introduction to our mess. Yes. And we're just sharing our mess with the world, if that makes any sense.
And hopefully you would like it.
And hopefully.
And will not get cancelled.
Yes.
This is the journey to getting cancelled. Let's see how fast we're going to get cancelled.
Episode 2.
By some community. Oh my gosh.
See you next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Okay, so let's I'm sorry. Let's get into the flow of things.
Yeah.
And let's talk about, how this whole thing came to be. How did the Casual Simps podcast come about? Miss Sweetpotato, you wanna elaborate on that?
I shall. So one day, I'm on vacation now. So one day I was like binge watching YouTube videos, animes and stuff like that. And then I came across a few podcasts. I was like, you know what? It would be kind of cool if we started a podcast because we talk a lot of mess. And it would be fun to record it together. So.
Now you must define the mess, because the two people that are listening to this on YouTube, whoever is listening to this on YouTube will be very confused. We'll define the mess. Krista, you want to define the mess for us?
What is the mess?
I'm telling you, I don't know myself, so that's why I'm looking to you.
The mess is just the most that happen if we freak out over something that happens in an anime, or just listening to K-pop drama and the memes and the nonsense in the world. That just encapsulates the mess.
Yes.
That just encapsulates the mess. And I want to preface this by saying this situation that we have right now with us starting this podcast, it kind of stems from us just getting on Discord and playing games together, and just while we're playing the game, topics come up, and then we end up talking so much we forget about the games we're playing.
Very true.
We go hours on end talking about the most random nonsense. So when Nikki posts, I'm sorry I said it. Okay.
That's okay. People call me Potato.
When Miss Sweetpotato posed that we do a podcast, I was like, oh, that just makes sense, because this is just what we do on a regular, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So let's hope we like I said, let's try not to get canceled.
Yes. We'll try our best.
Because sometimes we can get controversial.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know, you guys want to talk about how we all met each other? Is that something that we were interested in, and we want to talk about that?
Sure.
Yes.
I think, okay, well, I could start off by saying we all met each other on the common ground of a specific high school, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I know myself and Miss Star have known each other from childhood. I've known Miss Star from when I was in preschool, right? Something about that time?
Yeah.
about that time, and then we met together with Miss Sweetpotato at this specific high school to learn music.
Yes.
We were all music students of a specific person's mother in this podcast.
Big up.
Big up.
And we all became somewhat classically trained in our various instruments and talents. And together we found out that we had a lot of interesting similarities.
True.
Yeah. Anybody want to elaborate on that?
Well, we all do share similar, well, not similar tastes, but generally speaking, we do all fall under that umbrella of anime watchers / manga and manhwa readers, as well as the K-pop rabbit hole. Although I'm not as far deep in the rabbit hole as
lies you tell.
Guys.
No. I'm a babe, okay?
Me too.
Veterans. No.
I am a saint when it comes to K-pop.
No, this is the first episode of the podcast. We cannot lie to the people of the jump. Out of the three of us, Miss Sweetpotato is the veteran.
I feel old.
That doesn't mean you're old. It just means that you're knowledgeable on a this specific topic.
I'm knowledgeable on K-pop crackhead behavior. Yes, I.
I mean, okay. Speaking of crackhead behavior, let's just move along, and let's just talk about. Out of the three of us, what role do we play in this friendship? Let's talk about that. Okay, let's talk about, because in a trio, normally a trio, it's always one person and assigned role. Like, who's the mature one, who's the responsible-ish one, and who is the crazy one?
I'm the crackhead one.
Oh, you're already claiming that title?
Yep.
Okay.
Right off the bat.
Right off the bat, no shame whatsoever. We like that. we own up.
Yes,
and Kristarr, what role would you say you have?
I am the straight man character who is the sunshine and who is the voice of reason
and keeps us sane.
Yes.
AKA, you're the responsible.
Yes.
You're the one who, out of the crazy, you're the one who keeps us on a straight path, and we appreciate that, right?
Yes, we do. You're the light to our darkness.
You are the sunshine. You are the female version of Jungkook.
Homie. Damn. Anyway.
Yeah, so as for myself, I don't even know what role I have. What role would you guys assign me? I just exist. I just exist.
You're the glue.
The glue? What do you mean?
The gorilla glue.
Oh no. Okay, sidebar. Let's talk about this gorilla glue situation for just 2 seconds. She ran out of, let's start with the original story. She ran out of Got to Be spray, which is something both of us are very familiar with our hair textures. We know the do. We know what Got to Be is. And she decided to use Gorilla Glue.
Yeah.
Now, I want you guys' opinion. If you ran out of your Got to Be spray, would you reach your first instinct would be to reach for super glue, essentially. Spray on super glue for your hair.
I feel like she confused Gorilla Glue with the, like there's a glue for
the
hair that has a gorilla on it.
I think so.
That's what
I thought as well. Yeah.
I never thought about that.
Well, that's what I'm hoping.
That's my first thought, actually. Like, maybe that's what she thought it was, and then she used it.
But does the gorilla... Hold on, does the Gorilla Snot hair gel, doesn't it only come in a hair gel? Does it have like other products in the line? Because I've never seen it. I've only ever seen the hair gel.
I know there's different bottles, definitely, like in different colors. I've never used it, but I think
Yes.
there are different products for different, things.
Yeah.
I've seen the different bottles for sure. Like there's the tub and there's like the little squiggly bottles, right?
Right.
But my thing is, right, is a little finishing spray that important that you would go put Gorilla Glue?
I mean, it's all lit on the edges. I don't.
Yeah, it needs to be on point, on fleek.
I mean, wouldn't you get the same effect with just using regular? Because clearly she used regular hair gel on that hair gel.
Mm-hmm.
Regular hair gel and just wrap it and call it a day. Wouldn't that just make more sense?
Yeah, I guess she was like maybe in a rush and she wanted to just
I'm sorry. I could be 3 hours late to an event. I will not reach for Gorilla Glue to spray in my hair. That's just me. I don't know about her. Maybe she was that desperate. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's just me.
Maybe.
That's just me.
For judgment.
Different situations. But we find out that this girl gets a surgery to. Oh, I shouldn't say girl. She's probably older than this woman. Gets a surgery to get her. She gets a surgery to get her hair fixed, and I'm surprised she still has hair on her head. That's my big
Yes.
thing.
Me too.
I'm surprised she still has hair on her
I'm
head.
surprised they got it off.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Like
I
to
knew
see
there
her
was-
like pass her hand through the hair and everything. That was so nice. I felt so happy
Yeah.
for her.
Me too.
I
happy for
I
her.
was really happy for her. I was so, and I could imagine because I watched a small clip of the surgeon that did the procedure, and he was explaining that her hair wasn't breathing. So
Yeah, her paws were clogged.
yeah, her pores. So the Gorilla Glue went so far down into the follicle of the hair that it clogged her pores. So her hair wasn't breathing. So it was causing her headaches and all these other things. And it was kind of a madness,
Yeah.
So I honestly, I knew there was something that could have been done to fix that because there is no glue strong enough that cannot be removed. I'm sorry. Gorilla Glue probably is really like the best of the best. But you can get it. You can get it out of things, right? There has to be a way. They wouldn't make like a glue that just,
I mean, there are things that are like adhesive removers. So
yeah, but
I think
you
that's
can't
what he used
necessarily-
with other things as well too.
You'll have to you'll really have to understand like the chemical properties of these adhesive removers and stuff, right?
Right.
Because you can't just go dropping it on somebody's scalp. Next thing, it melts off or something. So I was really happy about that.
Me too.
And now there's this thing that she wants to sue Gorilla Glue. Do you think that's a thing? That's a route she should go?
I feel like that's fake. I want to
it's
believe
a
that's
fake thing. I think it was a false thing because she came out and she said she never said that.
Oh, okay. So that was just propaganda. Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice. Cool. But now she's verified on Instagram and has over 500,000 followers.
That's mad.
And she has merch. She has
merch.
You lie.
Oh my goodness,
merch.
she has merch. You're lying.
Yes, she has.
That's crazy.
Make your point, sis.
Right?
If I was in that situation, I would probably do the same thing. Not gonna lie. And I feel like if this girl doesn't come out with her own hair growth serum or endorse a hair growth serum or like some kind of like, I don't know, like edge control or something.
Yeah. Or like a hair growth thingy.
That would be right. That would be her next step, in my opinion, to keep that going. That would be. She can build a whole empire. It's kind of crazy how people can get famous off of things like that. Don't you think?
Yeah, it is.
Kind of a madness. I mean, if you look at a lot of YouTubers these days, the new YouTubers and how they got famous, it's like, oof.
Really?
Like, how are you? Anyway, let me not get into that because we're trying not to get cancelled in the first episode.
We're trying to be clean, squeaky clean.
Yeah. So let's move along. We're rolling through really nicely. Let's get into what got us specifically into anime and that kind of stuff. How did we get introduced? Let's start with anime. Because I'm pretty sure we got into anime before anything else, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's start maybe with Sweet Potato. You want to tell us how you got into anime?
Yes, I will. So it was a long time ago, back when I was a little baby. And I saw my first anime, Sailor Moon.
Oh,
Pretty sure everyone knows Sailor Moon.
interesting.
the OG.
The OG.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how I got into. Actually, it was Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z. I remember my brother watching Dragon Ball Z, and then Sailor Moon came on after and stuff like that. And I was like, ooh, pretty colors.
What, like, around what age would you say that would be? Like?
Probably around 4 or 5.
Okay. What about you, Miss Star?
Like Sweet Potato, Sailor Moon was the OG for me. It what started it all, because it was maybe during like the latter years of my high school life. I told myself, let me rewatch Sailor Moon, because I could never remember who my favorite was back in the day. I just remember, I feel like it was the blue one, Mercury. And then when I rewatched it, I was like, I don't like you, I like you. Something like, all my likes were like reversed. I was like, what was I doing as a child? But anyway, and I was also watching at the time when they would play all like the English dub anime, maybe around that same time when I rewatched Sailor Moon, they would play like Naruto. They played Zack.
On Cartoon Network, right?
Yes. Like the Toonami like anime cartoon.
Yes.
That kind of got me into it. And then I had another friend who roped me into like Bleach. I definitely remember that. And then the Bleach made me go into like the entire rabbit hole of anime, essentially.
Oh man. Well, my story is not that different, to be honest. But what I can say for sure is that it was actually my mother who got me into anime from a really young age, when I was like in preschool. Because my earliest anime memory is me sitting in front of the TV and watching Digimon.
Oh, and wow.
I was obsessed with Digimon. And when I was in preschool from like maybe I only did preschool for like a year, which is really strange. That's like a long story. But when I was like 3 or 4, probably 3, yeah, because I left preschool at like 4.
Because you were a genius.
But no comment. But I remember begging my parents to get me Digimon merchandise. Like begging.
They had cards.
Digimon cards. No, not the cards per se, but like a backpack, the pencils and the earrings and the little notepads. So I remember one day I went. On the weekend I got a bunch of like Digimon. I had a Digimon bag. I had a Digimon like Digimon themed notepad. I had my and I remember I had Digimon socks too. I don't know how they got their hands on that, especially in that time. It was like probably like just 2000, the year 2000 or something like that. I don't know, but I remember going to preschool with it. And I was the happiest person in the whole room. And then, after Digimon, I got into Sailor Moon and Pokemon.
Oh yes, Pokemon.
I have a question when you're done.
Okay. And then I kind of fell off, like when I got into primary school, when like Miss Star said, when they used to play the anime on TV on the Toonami situation. I remember at 7 o'clock, no, I remember at 8 o'clock every day on Cartoon Network, Naruto used to come on, the original Naruto.
Yes.
After the news played, because you know where we leave the news starts at 7, right? So after the news played, I demanded the TV from 8 o'clock.
Same.
And that was my TV time. And I would sit there and watch Naruto from start till whenever the marathon finished, and I would probably end up falling asleep in front of the TV. And then my anime watching kind of paused. It didn't pause necessarily, but like it went on, like just watching the anime that I could find on TV, because I didn't know how to watch anime on the computer. I was like a child, like I was like tiny, I don't know.
Yeah.
When I got to secondary school though, and I met up with Miss Star and her friends, and they got me to watch Bleach. I got into that Bleach nonsense, and then I went and I binged. I think it was Easter break. I watched the entirety of Bleach all 366 episodes.
Wow.
Or whatever, 300, within that on my the computer at my grandmother's house. And from there, it went downhill. I have not stopped. I will not stop. That's just me.
I'm telling you.
Anyway. What were you going to say, Chris?
So, my question, controversial.
Oh, God.
Digimon or Pokemon?
Oh boy.
Oh,
I thought we were trying to
my
stay away from being
God.
cancelled.
I don't think that'll cancel it, so.
Actually, no, but you know what? That's true.
Just your opinion.
Okay, I'm not starting this conversation because I'll get heated. Let's go, somebody start.
Let's go, Sweet Potato.
Oh, okay. I would say Pokemon. I'm a hoe for Pokemon, so I would say Pokemon. Not the new Pokemon, but old school Pokemon.
Oh,
Digimon, I like
that.
Digimon, but I found Digimon just like after a while it just fell off. But what do you think?
Kristarr?
No hard feelings, Raven. Digimon was
Well, I feel like I have a bias because I never really watched Digimon. Like I know all the characters and all that. I just know there was, I think it was a Kai, or was that Beyblade? I don't know. But I only watched Pokemon, so I would just lean to Pokemon. I played the games. I
had the Digimon cards.
I remember you were really into Beyblade at one point.
Yes, I was. Oh my god.
And you had the Beyblade and stuff. Yeah.
No, I had the
time. Oh shoot! Oh no!
That is what I had. But I was into Beyblade as well. At some point in my life that I can just look back at and be like, why?
Well, for me, I have a bias. Like I just said, Digimon was the first anime I watched. So it holds a special place in my heart. You know, I would not watch. I feel like if I had to sit and watch Digimon now, like the new Digimon and the new Pokemon, I would hate it. I would absolutely.
Digimon?
I really hate.
Yeah, they did a remake thing situation.
Yeah, they kind of like how they did on Sailor Moon.
I think they aged them up or something.
Yeah,
They aged the girl.
I don't want to watch it.
I don't know.
So when is Ash going to age?
I don't know.
Ash will never be older than 10.
I feel like when it comes to Pokemon, it does hold a special place in my. Like for example, Pokemon and Digimon, when it comes to these things, it's one of those things where I know more about Pokemon than Digimon because Pokemon has been in my life longer, but because Digimon has been like the start of it all for me, it will always hold that special place in my heart. So I will always say Digimon first. And I would just like to say, by the way, another controversial thing, Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Can we talk about that conversation? Can we have this conversation? Because these Yu-Gi-Oh! Fans feel like they run the scene. I would like to tell every single one of these Yu-Gi-Oh! fans, without Digimon, there will not be a Yu-Gi-Oh! And point blank period. Okay, just saying. That's my controversial thing. That's just my thing. Were you guys allowed to have Yu-Gi-Oh! cards?
Yeah.
I was not allowed to have Yu-Gi-Oh!
I started watching Yu-Gi-Oh! But then I stopped at some point because I was like, whoa, where's this going?
I've never watched a full episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't think I ever got
watch
into
it all the time. And I had
my
Yu-Gi-Oh!
God.
cards. And also in primary school, like Churn would say like it's like demons or something. Remember
They
something
always
like that.
said that. They
Yeah,
always
Same
they
with
always
said
say
Pokemon.
they said it for Pokemon, they said it for Digimon, they said it for you. They said it for all the card
Yeah,
animes.
I remember this boy telling me Pokemon, but it's demon, so it's like a demon. I'm like, what?
Oh gosh.
What do you mean?
Don't
Let me
even
be
get me
6.
started. I know, right? Don't even get me started on this conversation. Okay, so we've explained our introduction to the world of anime. What about our introduction to the world of manga?
Manga.
Ooh, okay.
Can you guys actually remember the first manga you read? Fully.
Wow.
I know I'm taking you guys back.
I think I know. Okay, I think I remember. Wait. Okay, the first one I read was a shoujo manga, which is, more female oriented. And it was called Barajo no Kiss, or Kiss of the Rose Princess.
Oh my gosh.
Now, I got into reading that because it was on Manga Fox. And I was when I started the
OG
Bleach
name.
journey. Yes, OG. When I started the Bleach journey, I went on the website to look for the Bleach manga, but then the Barajo no Kiss manga had updated, and I was like, I just wanted to see what a manga looked like, and that was it. And I just read it, and it's in like my top 10 shoujo manga that I've read, definitely.
Wow. What about you, Miss Sweetpotato?
I can't remember the first manga I read. I've read thousands. I can't. So, I think the first manga I actually saw was something my brother was reading. I feel like it was One Piece. I'm not too sure.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, big up.
I don't like this.
Gago.
I don't like where this conversation is going. I don't like where this conversation is going. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Guys, I'm being attacked. I'm being attacked right now. I don't appreciate this. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm not a One Piece fan. Okay.
Hell
Sue
no,
me
the
out
One
here.
Piece stands will come after you. Okay.
Let them.
Yep,
Let
they
them.
will.
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of them. I'm not afraid. Anyway, my first manga was a bit orthodox, I would say, for like a first time manga reader. I remember my first manga being Berserk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my first manga definitely was Berserk. And I could tell you why. There was, for some reason, when they opened up a library on the other side of the road of my primary school.
Mm-hmm.
And in that library, there was like, it was a tiny community library, whatever it is. So we would go there during lunchtime and whatever. And there was a section where there was like a bunch of Pokemon books, but they weren't manga. They were like Pokemon storybooks, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
And they would have like, the Pokemon encyclopedias and stuff like that. Kind of like the guidebooks, the actual guidebooks.
Right.
And I remember looking at those on the shelf. They were always at the bottom of the shelf because I guess, well, we can all agree that like a lot of people from our country are not really into that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
People don't like to read.
Well, not just reading, but like into anime and that kind of.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I think
So they
you
were
were like
always
the first people I met that watch anime.
Oh my god!
Really?
Yeah, so that's I remember like saying like, wow, other people watch anime too and stuff like that.
Our secondary school was full of the anime stand.
Oh, your secondary school self was a mess.
Let's not talk about that secondary school. Let's not talk about it. But yeah, the library that opened and there was like a bunch of Pokemon books that took up the whole bottom shelf of this one specific bookcase. And in that there was one measly chapter of something called Berserk. That was the only manga in the entire library. Only like official manga. And I was like, I didn't even know what the word Berserk meant. I was in primary school. I didn't know what I was reading. But I just remembered looking at this, and it wasn't even like the first chapter. It was like, I don't know, like a later chapter at the time.
Oh,
And I was
okay.
like, what? I didn't know how to read manga. I didn't know you had to start from like the back and like I didn't know what was going on. But I remember being fascinated by the pictures in the book. So when I got to I guess 7th grade or Form 1, I got like more interested in it. So I was like, oh, I remember reading this thing in primary school. Let me look it up. So I looked it up on a pirated website that I will not mention. I started reading Berserk, and I got really into it. I'm still really into Berserk, so yeah. That's the thing. Oh my gosh, I can't believe. What about the world of manhwa and webtoons and such? I know Miss Shah has a lot to say about the webtoons. That's a rabbit hole. And me and Sweet
the webtoon rabbit hole.
The webtoon and the manhwa. And I'm also including manhwa as well. So in case you guys don't know, manhwa is the Korean version of manga. And manhwa, I believe that's manhwa? I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but
so.
It's the Chinese version of manga. So the floor is yours, Miss Kristarr.
Okay, so the first manhwa I ever read, and I think it might be the only one that I think I've read. It's called Witch Hunter.
Ooh.
It was the same friend who got me into Bleach who recommended it, and it was pretty good. The story was nice and everything. I think it's still ongoing to this day, but they haven't updated it in a long time. So it's just been like open-ended. I don't know how it ends. I don't know what's going on or anything.
Let me Google it. Is it
Witch Hunter?
It sounds familiar, actually.
I feel like I've heard of it before. That's why I like.
Yes.
Okay,
Tasha.
what about you? While I search this up, what about you, Sweet?
Okay, so the first manhwa, I think I can't really remember the name, but it was some gangster girl thing. Like I can't remember the name of it, but like she was like a gangster. Like in the Korean mangas, like they're like in schools, in high schools, or without like gangster groups or students or fighters or whatever. She was like a top fighter in her group or school or whatever, and then people would pay her, like she had a service where people would pay her to go and beat up bullies or something like that. And then this other, I guess, gangster leader, kind of school bully, kind of delinquent kind of vibe guy, he someone hired him to go after her because she beat whoever, and then when he came after her, she beat him, and then he fell in love, and that's how it continues.
And that's when the cliche starts.
Oh, yes, and that's when the cliche starts.
Oh my gosh. So I just looked up Witch Hunter, the manhwa, and apparently it's still ongoing, and it has, and I'm referencing my anime list. I think we all know what our website is. And apparently the last discussion they had was on chapter 215, and that discussion happened on January 27th of this year. So it's ongoing.
You lie. What?
I mean, I may be wrong. Oh no. I actually think, hold on.
Or like discussion as in people like speaking or like
thinking about it. Okay, so this may be 2019, because the one before that is a 2019 discussion. But yeah, that's what I found about it.
Because I was like,
So basically, I'm very late, extremely late to the manhwa and webtoon game. I got into webtoons, I would say, what do you say, Star, like about 2018 before I left?
Yeah, 2018.
Yeah. So I'm going into my webtoon app at the moment just to find out what my first webtoon was. I have a feeling I don't want to talk about manhwa yet because my manhwa experience is just completely filthy and I don't okay, so yes. Oh yeah. Okay. So my first webtoon was called Vampire Boyfriend, according to my app. And I can't remember what it's about. Don't ask me what it's about. So I used to read Vampire Boyfriend, and there was 3 of them that I started off with. Vampire Boyfriend, Have You Any Fear, which is the scariest thing I've ever read. I remember so basically Have You Any Fear, every episode or every chapter talks about a different fear. And the art style is so creepy and so bone-chilling that I could not read it at night, which is at the time I like to read. So it made it really scary. And some of the chapters have background music, so that's even worse. So it gets you like, it's like complete horror, like really, really, like it's horror. And I also started reading at that time Boyfriend of the Dead. I think that's a really popular one. Yeah, Boyfriend of the Dead. Everyone knows about Boyfriend of the Dead. I haven't read webtoons in a while because honestly, manhwa is taking over my life, and I'm not going back to webtoons for a while. I don't think I'll go back for a good second until I get bored of manhwa. When it comes to manhwa, though, like I said, I got into manhwa last year. It has to be last year or the year before. I can't remember. But they're mostly BL stories, so let's not go into that. Let's not, because if I start talking about Painter of the Night, let's go.
The tea. Painter of the Night.
Anyway.
In terms of webtoon, for me, webtoons were around the same time as you, I think. 2018? Earliest? Probably 2017. Earliest. But I remember the first 3 that I ever read were Girls of the Wilds, Orange Marmalade, and Dice, the cube that changes everything. And then since then, I've been a webtoon stan, and Purple Hyacinth is the best webtoon in all of existence. Come at me, I don't care.
I knew. I was just waiting for it to drop the PH. I was waiting. And now if you so just to tease Miss Star all the time, when I do my writing, I always reference the flower of Purple Hyacinth, or I drop it somewhere. So in case I don't know whoever reads what I write, that truth that I write, they will see random hints of the flower, the Purple Hyacinth flower, and that's literally just to tease Star because she loves it so much and she gets emotional.
I get too emotional over a story.
Oh my gosh.
Written by 2 people who love drinking the reader's tears.
Oh my gosh. Do you think Purple Hyacinth can get to like True Beauty level where they like come up with a drama?
I feel like it can, but I just wouldn't want it to take away from the beauty of Purple Hyacinth. But it can. It has potential. Can we talk about True Beauty for a second and how that whole webtoon is just a Jin fanfic?
I
am so shocked. When you told me this, I was so surprised. I was like, no, that's not.
Yeah, you didn't want to believe it, but it's everywhere on the news. Like,
wait, what? It's a Jin fanfic?
Apparently.
Yeah. But sure.
So the main goal,
never guessed.
Main goal in the webtoon is based off of the author.
Mm-hmm.
And she basically wanted to make like a Jin X her fanfic. So she turned it into a webtoon, and that's what I read. I don't know if that's accurate, but that's what the articles keep saying. If it's not accurate, I apologize. Okay, but like that's
the thing about it for me is like main character boy, I'm guessing it's Suho. Like, to me, he just doesn't give off a Jin vibe. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm wrong. That's why I never thought it was a Jin fanfic.
I don't know about like if she really based the personality off it, but I think it's more like the look.
Because I think I saw a post with like photos of Jin's outfits actually in the webtoon. So.
Yes. I saw those as well. But yeah, that's it. And then now it's like the whole K-drama and it's the whole situation and I get happy when I read stories like that, like webtoons turning into K-dramas. That's kind of mad, you know. Yeah. So okay, let's talk about now what got us into K-dramas and K-pop.
K-dramas
and K-pop too. Well, let's start with the veteran.
Yes.
Sweetpotato
Senpai.
Sweetpotato Senpai.
Okay, how did I get into it? I feel like so I was, searching on YouTube, I think, looking for some anime suggestions and stuff like that. And then I saw there's an anime I watched called Playful Kiss. And I saw that there was a show, a K-drama, the same name. I was like, oh, what's that? Is that a live action? And stuff like that. So then I decided to click on it, and I think that's how it all started. It went left from then.
Wow.
It went south. Went down the hole.
Wait, what about you, Star?
Well, for me and K-dramas, the first time I ever heard the term K-drama was from a friend at community college. She asked me if I've ever seen Boys Over Flowers. So then I was like, what is that?
That
so
is
then she told
that
me
just brought me back.
K-drama. And then so I said, okay, I'll try watching it. I think I watched the first episode, but I never watched it after that. And then Miss Sweetpotato was the one who kind of
brought us back
introduced me back to it. And since then, I've been watching here and there.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you, Little Senpai.
You're welcome.
I think for myself, I got into K-drama early on in high school. And I'll tell you, my first K-drama actually was, I remember, so you guys know I have like close Korean family friends.
Yes.
So I was over at their house and the daughter, we were watching TV together. She's like, have you ever seen K-dramas? I'm like, no, what's that? She's like, girl, you watch anime and you don't watch K-dramas, what's wrong with you? So she put on, I remember her putting on, I can't remember is it, oh my gosh, what is the name of it? Is it, The Poet Warrior? Something, what is this? What is it? It's, no. I literally can't remember the name of it. Oh gosh. It wasn't that long ago, you know. Is it The Poet Warrior of... The Poet Warrior Youth? Something like that. And it's where I got introduced to my all-time favorite K-drama husband, Park Sejun. For the first time. And then we watched, off and on, when I would visit their place, we would watch different K-dramas, but I wouldn't really know the name of it. And she would be translating it for me on the way because she didn't need the subtitles. So I enjoyed the stories, but then it was my spike in K-drama came from Miss Sweetpotato as well. When all of a sudden, what was the first K-drama we all watched together? Do you guys remember?
Cinderella and the Four Knights.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
How could I forget?
Yes. So there's a thing we do, guys. There's a thing. We normally have watch parties, and I think the watch parties, they mainly started when I went away. Did it? Or was that before? Did we have that before?
I think it was when you were away.
Yeah, I think you're away then.
Yeah. So I went away. I left the country we were in for a while, and we found out about like the Netflix party Chrome extension and whatever. So we started watching that, and we started with Cinderella and the Fortnite. We all got emotionally wrecked throughout that entire K-drama. And there's one specific person in this podcast that hates this one person in this drama. So I will preface this by saying she doesn't hate the actress, she hates the character. Right?
Yes, you are correct.
Okay, so we thought of that, and then Miss Sweetpotato recommended to me Itaewon Class, and that was a whole another situation for me. From start to finish. Itaewon Class, oh my god, I know it's a really new. It's considered really new, right?
Yeah, it's new-ish.
It's and I just and then I realized, wait, I know this main guy. I know him from somewhere. So I called up my friend. I was like, did that guy appear in that one drama we watched at one time? And she's like, yeah, girl, he did. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then that's how I just went down the hill from there. And now I'm just anyway.
And we have to watch Scholar Who Walks the Night. That's the name. Scholar Who Walks the Night.
Okay, first of all, we cannot watch any more unless we finish My Shy Boss. We started My Shy Boss.
That's true.
Predicted the entire plot.
I just started on a whole.
We predicted the entire plot line by the first 5 minutes of watching the first episode. And then we just gave up. Like we have not even got halfway through the K-drama, so we don't know if we're right. But
I think it was too much.
That first scene, the first scene alone, it was too much. If you guys have watched My Shy Boss, you would know what we're talking about. If you haven't, take a gander and let us know what you think. Don't come for us. We gave you a warning. Don't come for us. Anyway, so what about K-pop? That's a whole other kind of worms, honestly. K-pop. Miss Veteran, you want to start again?
Yeah, I shall start. Like, I was introduced to K-pop by my friend in secondary school. I was listening to some of the anime openings and stuff like that. And then my friend tells me like, hey, have you heard of K-pop? I'm like, what's K-pop? She's like, well, it's similar to like what you listen to, but it's like Korean pop. And so I was like, no, I've never heard of it. And then she's like, let me put you on the good. And then she she gives me a thumb drive. And on that thumb drive, it has a whole set of K-pop songs.
A whole thumb drive, oh my god.
Yeah, the first song was a song from 21.
Hey.
Oh wow.
Was it I think it was Ugly or one of the other ones. Or I Hate You, one of those. Ooh. And from then on, that's it. I became a K-pop crackhead.
Yeah, that's an appropriate. That's an appropriate. What about you, Miss Star?
Okay, so me, the K-pop journey began from secondary school, where I had a friend who is also into anime and stuff like that, and she started playing a Girls' Generation song, The Boys, I think, and she also played G. Yes. And I was like, what is this? And then she played all the versions for me. She played the English, she played the this and that.
Wow.
What is this? And then she was like, it's K-pop stuff.
And the music videos.
Yes, and the music videos. So then I was like, okay, sounds, interesting, considering, I would listen to all the Japanese anime openings and stuff like that.
That's the thing, that's the thing. I think we all started off listening to the openings of anime.
Yeah. So I kind of fell off the grid from K-pop after that until the year 2020. A year we can never forget. Where in the month of October,
you remember the month?
Somebody in this setting told me, you should listen to Dynamite. And then
Who that was? I generally don't know who that is. Who did that?
I think
oh,
that
you
was
don't know who
you.
that is.
You willing to call out somebody?
The person know themselves. Anyway,
Fuck Raven.
yes. So I listened to Dynamite, then I listened to it again because I was like, what are they saying? Like, what? Because the person told me it was English, so I was like, okay. And I listened to it again, then I listened to the lyrics, then I listened to it again. I was like, oh, okay.
It's a bop.
It's a bop. So then I was like, okay, so who are these people? And then I listened to another one, and another one, and another one,
And we all know who sings Dynamite, right, guys? I mean, to our listeners, if you don't know, then, well, let's not get copyrighted off this
That
episode.
is true.
yes, so that was the BTS rabbit hole for me.
And now you have not been able to come out of that.
I have not been able to come out of it.
I think you have not been able to come out of it because the other two people in this call, including myself,
Yes,
and
you're the enablers.
we enable. Anyway, for me, it was actually Miss Sweetpotato that got me into K-pop. She was just like, we remember the time when we both had the same phone, Sweetpotato.
Oh yeah.
With the LG phone
Yes.
that split on the side. And I had the blue one and you had the pink one, or was it the other way around?
The pink. I had a pink one, I think. Was it the other way around? For sure.
I can't remember, but we had that, and then I just saw her listening to something at that secondary school we all met at, and I was like, what are you listening to? And she's like, girl, you gonna watch K-pop? And I was just like, no. And then she's like, oh, let me put you on. And then the first song I ever listened to was To Anyone, I Am the Best.
Yes, I.
And from then, I just was, it was a wrap. That's the best way I could describe it. And that was around the time BTS was debuting, if you think about it, 2013, 2014.
That's true?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the time we
Wow.
That's around the time we met. Can you imagine that? Oh my god.
That's a long time
So-
ago.
I know. So it was about that time I also found out about BTS. And I got into them as well, but then I fell off with BTS for multiple reasons. And then now I'm back in, 100% back in. Maybe like 2 years ago I got back in. And and I throughout from that period of time, from like 2013, 14 to like now, I've accumulated my favorite groups and whatnot. But yeah, that's just what it is. That's just what it is.
To anyone.
Oh my gosh. So how long? Wait, can you tell us how long we've been at this, Miss Sweetpotato?
I didn't check the timer. Did not show any time.
well, let's just continue on through our topics. Let's just continue on through our topics, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So whatever happens.
Yep.
Okay. Now this segment I'm gonna call "These Are a Few of Our Favorite Things."
Dun, 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 dun.
By the way, rest in peace to
Oh yes, the captain.
yeah, he passed away from Sound of Music. Rest in peace to R.I.P. Fly High,
Rest
buddy.
in peace, my G.
All the theater kids and all the
Rest in
musician
peace,
kids.
my first crush.
Oh my gosh.
I
Are
had
you
a crush on
serious?
you. Yeah, I had a crush on
Are
you.
you
True.
actually
I was
serious?
in love with you,
Interesting.
girl. I was.
Are you
that was my
okay?
man. That was my man.
And you'll just tell me anyway.
Okay. First of all, we know Miss Sweetpotato has the when it comes to her her taste in specific people, whether they be 2D or 3D. There's always a little side eye that's supposed to be happening. Anyway, so let's talk about our favorite anime series. Why not? Since this official episode is an introduction to us as people, as the peoples, let us talk about our favorite things. Let's start off with our favorite anime, and let's start with Miss Kristarr.
Okay. Ooh, I had to think long and hard. Okay. In terms of my favorite anime, now I'm more of a manga reader than an anime watcher.
Okay.
So that's why it was kind of hard for me as well. Because certain anime adaptations to manga that I really enjoy, I don't particularly like them.
I agree.
But I just know one anime that really stands out for me in terms of the storyline, the plot.
If it's that one thing you're gonna mention,
animation.
I'm going to. What is it?
What are you going to say?
No. What is it? Tell me. What is it?
Kimetsu no Yaiba.
Oh my god!
The best. What? Even though it is fairly new, like it was just so good. I couldn't tell you anything that I particularly disliked about it.
You just like that one character, that one villain. You just like that one villain. Let's not talk about it.
But, yes, I would say favorite shonen anime, as in more male oriented, if you could say that. Anime Kimetsu no Yaiba. My favorite shoujo anime is Akatsuki no Yona, the girl standing in the blush of dawn. Man, that was a journey.
I haven't heard you talk about Akatsuki no Yona in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while, but in the manga. But anyway, that's a whole other answer. But yes, Akatsuki no Yona is my favorite shoujo anime. It's the one anime that I actually got my sister to watch with me.
Wow.
And she does not watch anime, so you can, So that's how I know. Okay, this is something. But yes, that's me.
Okay, what about you, Mr.
That's OG. For me, let me see. I'll start off with my romance.
I have papers ruffling.
Yes, I am nice.
Oh my goodness.
I told you she came prepared.
I am done.
Now, just a disclaimer, I cannot pronounce the names properly, so...
No, just remind me.
It's alright.
That reminds me of that. Reminds me
all
of
of those days.
Satsuki?
No, because...
Akatsuki?
What did you call it the last time? I was really going to expose you.
Akatsuki? I think that's what I called it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I can't. That cut me off guard. I can't wait till the list of things you guys have said mistakenly that I have curated. I could just come into a podcast and just read all of them. Don't now, Kristarr, you can't even talk before I expose you.
Boy, Kristarr.
A certain banana fish character, but let's not go there.
Oh
Anyway.
my god.
Let's not go there.
Anyway, Miss Sweetpotato, what is your favorite?
Yes. So my favorite romance anime is Kimi ni.
Oh no.
I finished the rest of it.
Man.
Kimi ni Todoke?
Yes, I.
Oh,
Interesting.
Gosh.
Yes.
I'm triggered. But
I love it.
Now
I
I
love
do
that
like
anime.
Kimi Todoke as well.
It gave me rage, but I loved it.
It just had a moment. Yeah, like it had its moment.
It gave me so much rage. I could not get past like the after the Valentine's Day episode in like season 2. I could not get past it. It was too much. That whole now I'm getting mad again. I can't finish the anime. I feel like I will yeet my laptop across.
Yeet.
I don't want to do that. My laptop was very expensive. I don't want to do that. Okay. Anyway, what were you saying?
So that's my favorite romance anime. And the other ones, I didn't really divide them by genre, so I'll just see. I think it's either between Full Metal Alchemist and
Wait, which one?
Brotherhood.
Yes, nice.
Between those two.
Oh, that's I like Cowboy Bebop is like a classic.
Yeah, it's an OG.
Like I don't think you can watch Cowboy Bebop and like no matter what era you're in, it'll always be good. That's just how I feel about it. Like the art style, like the more it ages, the more aesthetically pleasing it looks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
And the music.
Oh yeah,
the opening.
Oh, the music. Oh. Well, for me, I have one that is rather I wouldn't say new. It came out like I started watching when I was in secondary school, and we're actually watching it now with our little watch party. It's called Hisagi no Chaika.
Yes.
Also known as Chaika the Coffin Princess. It follows a little lolly that carries a coffin on her back, and she has this big gun in the coffin, and then she's trying to find her father's decapitated and cut up body parts, reassemble him. Anyway, and if I had to like go way back and say like an OG anime for me, I'm not sure when this anime came out per se, but to me it feels like an OG anime, and I will always respect Samurai Champloo. It has a special place in my heart. Mugen is like my favorite person. He is just, oh my gosh. Anyway, Samurai Champloo, 100%. I love the opening. I love the ending. It's just a storyline I could get behind. The ending was a little bit bleh for me. Like it was just like, okay, well, we knew that was gonna happen. And I kind of want a season 2 just to follow their lives after that whole journey, but it just wouldn't happen. But yeah, that's just my favorite per se anime.
It's a good one.
Okay, let's talk about manga. What about mangas?
Mangas.
Okay. Mangas. My favorite.
We can also talk about manhwa and webtoon in that same.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hands down, my favorite manga of all time is Cascual Hitman Reborn.
Oh my god.
Snap.
Yes, I remember I started reading this manga the day it ended. I remember this.
Wow. Wow.
That's how I got to it, because it like blew up on Facebook. I think I saw a post that it released its final chapter. So then I was like, oh, what's this? And then I started reading it and I went down that rabbit hole. It is great. I wish they would redo the anime that they did and do the whole manga. But yes, it is my favorite, hands down. Like, I don't know what to say again. In the same realm of shonen, my second, like very, very, very close second, until it probably completes itself, is One Piece. Yes.
Yeah.
That's
a favorite of mine too.
Yeah. I don't particularly enjoy the anime as much as I do the manga, but One Piece is phenomenal. It's one of the few manga that's made me cry, like actual tears in real life. I cried over a boat, like, come on. That's like
going Mary. For true, I have feelings. My feelings here. They were wrecked during that time.
It was. And my favorite shoujo manga of all time has to be the slowest slow burn to ever slow burn in the history of shoujo. No, manga, sorry. It's Skip Beat. I own like half the volumes already. Skip Beat, it's a love-hate relationship. I just wish it would go faster, but at the same time, I'm okay with what's happening.
Wait, it's still going on? Yes. I can't believe that's still going on.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It's been like 18 years. But
wow.
Oh, man. Yes.
Crazy.
Best shoujo.
I remember watching the anime for that.
Yes, and my very, very, very close second in the romance genre would be Kaguya-sama. Love is War.
Love is war, love is war.
Why do you guys like the
Has a
most
special place in my
frustrating
heart.
things? You enjoy like emotional turmoil? Like, is that a thing? Like,
I don't know. Those two manga just do something for me. I hate
They
it,
wreck
but I
you.
love it.
they wreck you. That's what they do.
They wreck me out. They're terrible, but they're beautiful at the same time.
Oh my gosh. Anyway.
Oh my gosh. And in terms of webtoons, like I said before, Purple Hyacinth is the best. It's the best. It's the best. It's the best. And my second close favorite is My Dear Cold-Blooded King.
Oh, wow.
It ended like
I've read that.
maybe a month or 2 months ago. It ended, I believe, and it was really good. It had the most shocking plot twist for me in any.
I started reading that.
Yeah, I really like it. And the art style is nice. Yeah, so that's for me.
Okay, what about you, Miss Sweetpotato?
Okay, so for me, I will just pick one because there are too many. So my number one, it's a Korean webtoon called Lookism. Have you heard of that?
Oh, okay. Yes, I've heard of it.
You heard of it? Have you heard of it? No? Okay. So basically it follows this chubby guy. Well, I guess, yeah. By the standards in that world, he's ugly and whatnot, and he's fat and stuff, and people bully him and stuff like that, and he really hates life. And then one day he wakes up in this tall, handsome young man's body or whatever, who can be a model and whatnot. And the manga just like shows you like how people treat fat people or ugly people and stuff like that towards someone who is tall and handsome. And you
Quote unquote fat and quote unquote ugly.
Yes. Yes, So basically that's what it does. It goes through it and it shows you like how he's treated when he turns into this tall, handsome guy and stuff, and all like how people treat him differently. Like this set of friends or girls in the class who treated him like when he was his normal self, they used to like make fun of him and stuff like that. And then when he was in that body, they were like, oh my gosh, they were goo guy all over him.
We all know a girl like that. We all know people like that.
And also in that body, he's actually very strong. And he goes to this school where they have like different departments. There's a fashion department, a mechanical department, and stuff like that. So
is it like a university situation?
I don't think it's a university. It's more like a high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess it's my turn now.
You need to read it though. Read it. I can't explain it properly, but it's nice.
it sounds like a really interesting course.
It's a recommendation on what too.
Yeah, you should read it. It's nice.
I guess I could start for myself with webtoons. My favorite webtoon is called It's Mine, and it follows it's kind of like the typical yandere story of this guy following this girl around, and lots of mess happens and yada yada. But I highly recommend it. It's very like, it takes a lot for me to have like an emotional reaction to reading something or like watching something, because maybe I'm dead inside. it's like it's kind of like one of those things I read, and when I read a chapter, my heart is racing because like it's so intense. I don't know. I like reading things like that. I don't know why, but yeah, I like it. So it's called It's Mine, and it's on the webtoon app. And I also like, in terms of comedy, there are 2 webtoons that I just like chef kiss. Like, well, I could say 3, but like my top 2 is Adventures. Is it what is it called? I think it's called Adventures of God. That it follows literally Jesus, God, and Satan, and they're put in modern situations and doing their mess. It's a messy webtoon. It's so messy, but I love every second of it. And it's biblical. It follows like actually the actual biblical stories, but it's like it takes that situation and just like makes it into like kind of puts it in give it a modern twist.
Like a modern twist.
Yes, and it's so endearing to read, and it's good for a good chuckle, you know. I wouldn't recommend it to people who are like not necessarily religious, but like, you know, not willing to, because you know there are some people they take it like really seriously and stuff.
And they're sensitive and stuff.
Yeah, so I wouldn't recommend it to people who are sensitive to that. But if you're not, then I highly recommend it. I also like Safely Endangered, which is just
Oh yes.
Safely Endangered is just a meme.
It's a mood.
It's a mood. Like there's no way to explain it. You just have to read it. For me, now when it comes to manga, my top 2 mangas, one, Gantz, has to be Gantz. I'll always love Gantz. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing it right, so forgive me.
Gantz?
Gantz. Gantz. You guys know that one?
Yeah, I would have it.
I feel like a lot of people know Gantz. But like, and then the second one.
Oh, yeah.
The second one, which is, I think is really underrated. It's so underrated. And I don't know if it's pronounced one way or the other, but I like to call it Blam, or some people call it Blame. Blame, yeah. And it's okay. So I'm on the Wikipedia and it's apparently pronounced Blam. So I was correct. It's it's like an open world manga, and there's little to no dialogue, and it's mostly just illustrations, but it allows the reader to create a narrative in their head. It's like borderline psychological and borderline thriller and borderline adventure. Like it just encompasses all these things, and it gives you like a creative mindset where like, okay, you there's this guy and he's wandering around this world endlessly finding things and then getting himself into situations, but the fact that he has little to no dialogue throughout a good portion of the manga, it resonates with me somehow, because I think I have a creative brain, so it'll help. Like in my head I'm like, oh, I wonder like if he's thinking this way or that way, like it's that kind of thing. So I guess from my taste you can probably figure out that I like thrillers and psychological kind of stuff, I guess. When it comes to manhwa, like I said, I'm on the BL train, so we're not gonna mention that. Nope. Let's move along. Okay. Let's talk about. Okay, we're almost at the end of what the topics we have set out. So let's talk about our current phase in music. What are we listening to right now, guys?
My music is a trash right now. My music is just all over the place.
Okay, so what are you listening to right now? Like, what are your...
Okay, so right now, well, I'm listening to K-pop, but like what I'm listening to like every single day right now is the song, Kai's song, whatever, how you pronounce that? Kai's song.
Oh my god.
It goes,
oh my god.
Wait, are you singing it or like are you like pronouncing the name?
Yeah, it's like that.
Okay.
I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah. Then like right after that, I like do like a 360, and then I start listening to trap music.
Oh my god.
Are you alright?
Oh my god. That was weird. Okay.
Yeah,
weird transition.
Like a 360. I started listening to the girl Faith got me into.
Oh no!
PP Cocaine, that's the name, right?
I did not get it. First of all, I did not get into PP Cocaine. You got me into PP Cocaine.
I did.
Second of all, yes, it's the other way around. The person I got you into is somebody else.
Oh, Cupcake.
Oh,
Yes,
my God.
Yes. So
I'm confused.
You confused? You're very
Listen,
I'm
innocent.
okay. I
and
don't
you
want to
want
know. It's
keep that
fine.
to
It's
yourself.
fine. I'm okay.
like
Going
we
to keep
said
it
in
up.
the beginning of this podcast, Miss Tar is the level-headed person in this trio, and I do not want to spoil her mind
Yes.
with
we shall keep her
cupcakes
innocent.
Thank you.
and pee cocaine. Because
Yes.
if she turns like us, we
Like
have no hope.
Squidward's nose.
There's no
Mm.
hope. Let's not talk about Squidward.
Yeah. So, and then
So,
after
let's
that,
start.
miss, I move on to Ash Nico.
Oh my gosh.
You don't know Ash Nico, right? Yes,
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Stupid boys
Crazy
or
that you
something,
like
something.
that.
Yeah.
Stupid boys are Yes, okay. Oh,
And
what
then-
about you?
I'm not done yet. I'm sorry.
No.
It's a very long
Go ahead.
list. And then I kind of switch it up again and start listening to Paul Anka. Paul Anka, he's the one that sings Save Me Diana, like the old time songs, like old
Oh
school.
my god.
Like Diana.
Did we have a conversation? Did we have a conversation about that guy?
I don't care what you say, he's good.
Okay, fine.
Oh,
Fine. Okay. What
Yeah,
else?
and that's what ends for me. I ended with Paul Anka.
Okay.
Singing sweetly into my ears.
Oh my.
Oh my gosh. Okay. What about you, Kristarr?
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, my predominant music list is gospel music. That's just my vibe mostly.
Yes, I praise Jesus.
Yes, I.
And I also like classical music a lot. I'm a piano major situation. So I love classical piano. So recently I went down a new rabbit hole of listening to the Final Fantasy Distant Worlds soundtracks. And they are beautiful. I love it. And there's also a Kingdom Hearts orchestra situation and I love it. So yes. So that's my current thing. Also, I stumbled upon somebody on YouTube. I think their name is Do Piano, and they do instrumental covers for K-pop songs, and they have a whole slew of BTS songs that I've been listening to the piano instrumental versions, and that has been a time. So yeah.
That's nice.
Oh, well, for me, I don't think my music taste cannot be categorized into one specific genre. Like right now, since the new season of RuPaul's Drag Race has come out, and it happens to me every time a new season come out, like the lip sync songs, I get really into them. So in the last episode of season 13, the lip sync song was 100% Pure Love by Crystal Waters. And that's the song I was singing before this whole Zoom call started. And it's been stuck in my head for like since the episode came out. And today a new episode comes out, and I'm pretty sure when I watch it tomorrow on Netflix, this lip sync song is gonna be stuck in my head.
Oh boy.
I've also I find my music taste these days, it's either very mellow or very lo-fi kind of situation.
Oh yeah,
very,
lo-fi is nice.
Or very hardcore trap or British. I love British rappers. Oh my gosh, don't even get me started.
yes, you do.
Don't even get me started on people like Randolph and these other people, and Jamie. Oh my gosh, these things I'm really into. But I would say right now I've also been really into you two would know. I update my anime opening / K-drama OST playlist a lot. And I often listen to a lot of anime openings on a regular basis. And recently the song Kikai Kitan, Kikai, is it? No, it's Kai Kitan. Yeah, by Eve, which is, I believe, the opening to Jujutsu Kaisen. I love the full song. Is a hardcore bop. Full song. And I also really love Lost in Paradise, which is the ending song to Jujutsu Kaisen. In terms of albums, I've been really into Mono by RM because duh. I could listen to that whole album. Like, you know, when there are certain albums you can listen to non-stop without skipping a song. And no, it's not because RM is my obvious bias, but the album is just like listening to Mono on a Sunday morning, early morning, like when I'm going to my activity on a Sunday morning. It's so soothing and so beautiful. It's so amazing. And of course, I listen to my bias record album on a daily, G2 by Mr. Augusty. And I've also been listening to MC Virgins, which is another. I think they became popular on TikTok. But I've known of them for a good bit, actually. And they have that one song called AkameChai, which I think you guys should listen to. But yeah, that's just me. That's just me in terms of music per se. Just lots of anime openings, chill songs, like lo-fi kind of songs, and then there's just me and British rap. I don't know where it came from. It just happened like that.
It's nice, though. It's nice. I agree.
It's interesting.
Anyway, we're pretty much at the end of our list of topics that we had to talk about. Unless you guys want to go. Oh yeah, let's quickly mention our biases.
Oh boy.
Why not? Why not?
Okay, why not?
So maybe like at the end of like our episodes, we can talk about a bias of a specific band or a specific group. So let's talk about BTS. Who is Sweetpotato? Who is your bias and bias record?
Okay, so my bias is
oh my gosh,
the one and only Mochi.
Oh, Park Jimin.
My Chinny. My Jimmy. My Jimin is dangerous. That's all I can say.
True,
like one
true.
moment he's
Hard
a nice sweet potato cute little baby, and then bam, he wants to ruin your world.
And what about your bias record?
Oh, my bias record is V. T.
Really?
Yeah, that's my bias record. Yep. He's my bias record. Kristarr.
Interesting.
Let me just say Stop. I stop her.
I think we'll have a hard time saying our aliases.
I think so too.
but if we slip up, I'm sorry. But
yeah, Taeyeon is my bias. It's yeah.
Oh my god.
The crackhead behaviors. I remember there was one meme I was watching, and they were like trying to pronounce like the beach.
Oh my gosh! Don't even talk about that. We've all seen that video. Don't even.
Yes,
Anyway, what about you, Miss Star?
Well, my bias in BTS is V.
By the way, guys, this is coming from an undercover army. Just saying. I thought
Hello.
Just saying.
Why are you lying to the people on the internet? Why are you lying to the people? Why are you lying?
Anyway.
What are you talking about? Anyway.
I will expose you in the next podcast. I swear to God.
It's not true. She lied. Anyway. Yes.
Right.
So V is my bias in BTS. He's just so adorable. We're both born in December of the same year. Shocker. But yeah. And bias record is the sunshine.
Of course.
I'm your hope, you're my hope.
Awesome, the big smile. Oh my gosh. We could be friends.
I can.
Yes. That's it for me.
So,
what about you?
Well, I technically already said mine. My bias will always and forever be the one and only Kim Namjoon, also known as RM. Like, will forever be
What monster?
like this guy brings me so much joy. But then there is this one little person called Min Yoongi, who I feel like, honestly, with the personalities they both portray on camera, because we don't know them personally, we don't know if they're different, but they seem so genuine on camera. I'm just going based off that. Where if I were to, I could be friends with Min Yoongi and Kim Namjoon so easy. It's not even funny, but that's just on my side. If in the one in a trillion chance that I actually get to see them in real life and have a conversation with them, they'll probably hate my guts. But in my head, I feel like I can be good friends. I mean, Kristarr likes to say that I am very similar in personality to Min Yoongi, and I don't know why.
I agree.
Yes.
100%.
Oh my god,
crazy.
But I'm not. Am I though?
I think so.
I don't know if I do that, but sure, go off this. Yeah, I feel like Kim Namjoon and Min Yoongi, they are my people, and they will always be my people, and that's just what it is. But yeah, this is where we're ending today. That was our last topic. So I guess I should say, as the host for today, thank you for listening. Whoever listened.
Thank you.
Arigatou gozaimashita. We hope we didn't cancel ourselves too bad.
Yes.
On the first episode of the Casual Simps podcast, and we hope that you listen again, because hopefully we could keep this up and not get tired of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can bring you more content soon.
Yes.
Remember, guys, this is a casual sim podcast. Nothing serious happens on this thing. Casual.
Yes,
don't take us seriously. Don't
take us seriously.
Please don't. The opinions expressed. This is our disclaimer.
Yes. Disclaimer.
Expressed in this podcast is nothing but our own.
Yeah.
And I hope that we entertain you guys for however long we've been talking, because I feel like we've been talking forever.
I feel so too.
Same.
Next time I'll time us. Yeah. Monitor the time.
Yes. So yeah, gomasumida. Thank you.
Don't forget to
listening.
like and subscribe.
Oh yeah, we have that thing now. Like and subscribe.
Subscribe. The subscribe
Join
button.
Join us on the mess for the future mess.
If
And
you have
we
any
hope you-
topics, let us know.
Let us know. Talk to us. We don't bite. Well, I bite. I don't know about the other two, but I bite.
It's a no. Don't be shy.
And let's keep this thing going. Anyway, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.